Welcome to Love to Travel, your ultimate travel companion, offering a vibrant blend of travel modes, destinations, and experiences. Join us as we explore the Timucuan Ecological and Historic Preserve, part of the National Park Service located in Northeast Florida. One of the last unspoiled coastal wetlands in the Atlantic coast, it comprises 46,000 acres of wetlands, waterways, and other habitats in northeastern Duval County. Managed by the National Park Service in cooperation with the City of Jacksonville and Florida State Parks, it includes natural and historic areas such as Fort Caroline National Memorial and the Kingsley Plantation. The preserve is maintained through cooperation by the National Park Service, the Florida Department of Environmental Protection, and the City of Jacksonville's Department of Parks and Recreation, which partner to support the Timucuan Parks Foundation. The Timucuan Preserve Visitor Center is located near the Fort Caroline National Monument. An exhibit called Where the Waters Meet, the Ecology and History of the Timucuan Preserve presents several panels of diagrams, illustrations, timelines, and information. The free exhibit collection includes artifacts as well as replicas of tools, weapons, and the materials used to create them, such as shells and tree fibers. The Timucua, who inhabited the St. Johns River Valley for thousands of years and were settled in the area at the time of the first contact with Europeans. The modern-day history of Timucuan Ecological and Historic Preserve begins with Fort Caroline National Memorial, authorized as a national park unit in 1950 to commemorate the 16th century French effort to establish a permanent colony in present-day Florida. In 1988, the legislation was enacted to establish Timucuan Ecological and Historic Preserve to be administered jointly with Fort Caroline National Memorial, which is within the boundary of the Timucuan Ecological and Historic Preserve. By enacting the 1988 legislation, Congress established protection for one of the remaining unspoiled Atlantic coastal wetlands and prehistoric and historic sites in the area. Today, the preserve encompasses 46,000 acres of diverse biological systems within the city limits of Jacksonville, the largest city in area in continental United States. The St. Johns River, which passes through the preserve, has been recognized as both an American heritage river and as an American great water, with over 200 archaeological sites providing evidence of over 6,000 years of human habitation, as well as numerous historic structures. The park offers a rich visitor experience in the natural and cultural history of the area. Throughout its expanse, the preserve encompasses a diverse variety of sites and structures that tell a number of unique stories. The Ribault Monument consists of a stone column memorial commemorating the landing of Jean Ribault near the mouth of the St. Johns River in 1562. Ribault erected a stone column bearing the coat of arms of King Charles IX to claim the land for France. The preserve spans both sides of the St. Johns River. Florida's last remaining public car ferry, the Mayport Ferry, is a piece of history itself. It serves as an official route across the St. Johns River, connecting Timucuan Preserve via the East Coast Greenway. When the trains stopped running in 1932, Mayport returns to its roots, fishing and shrimping. The community continues to coexist with U.S. Naval Station Mayport, a military base established prior to World War II, and one of the largest and most sophisticated military bases in the world. Being home to fishing and shrimping, prior to embarking on the ferry, we chose to have lunch at Safe Harbor Seafood Restaurant. Dining on locally caught fried shrimp overlooking the shrimp boats and river was a delight. The ride between Mayport and North Shore is a short trip and lets you avoid taking Interstate 295 to cross the river on the High Dames Point Bridge. On the north side of the river, we arrive at Kingsley Plantation, a 60-acre National Park Service site nestled along the Fort George River in the Timucuan Ecological and Historic Preserve. It is home to one of the most extensive collections of tabby slave quarters in the nation. 25 out of the original 32 slave cabins are available for visitors to examine. The historic site also boasts a band, kitchen house, and plantation house, all dating from Spanish Florida's period of slavery and plantation agriculture. Kingsley Plantation represents a microcosm of both Spanish and American slave systems as illustrated by the lives of Zephaniah Kingsley and Anna, his Senegalese wife. Archaeological finds at the site have revealed clues into the lives of the enslaved people, from their religious beliefs to their daily routines. Unlike other southern plantations, Kingsley Plantation operated under a task system in which enslaved workers were given daily tasks to complete. Once finished, they spent the rest of their day working in personal gardens, patching clothes, hunting, or fishing. In 1821, Florida changed hands and became an American territory. Zephaniah Kingsley, a slave owner himself, protested against the restrictive racial laws of the United States in 1828, accusing the American laws of a spirit of intolerant prejudice. Kingsley Plantation is representative of the interactions between European, African, and Native American cultures, as well as the evolution of those relationships throughout time. Its buildings and landscapes stand as a testament to the perseverance and strength of the human spirit. The Kingsley Plantation was operated as a Florida state park until 1991, when it was brought under management of the preserve. Barrier islands along the Atlantic coast edge the national park's marshlands on the west side, with beaches and camping at the state parks. At the mouth of the St. Johns River, across from Mayport, is Little Talbot Island State Park. Boasting more than 5 miles of pristine beaches and 3 miles of bike trails, Little Talbot offers untouched natural beauty and diverse ecosystems for visitors to explore. The diverse biological systems within the park consist primarily of estuarine ecosystems, including salt marshes, coastal dunes, and upland hardwood hammocks, salt, fresh, and brackish waters. The preserve is also designated as an outstanding Florida water. The ecological zones in the preserve serve as a habitat for pods of dolphins, flocks of migratory birds, and a number of rare or sensitive species, such as the Atlantic loggerhead sea turtle, the West Indian manatee, the wood stork, and the bald eagle. This preserve and surrounding area leave visitors with plenty to explore. If you have visited the preserve, please share your experience in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss out on our latest adventures and travel hacks. Let's fuel our wanderlust together and make every journey unforgettable.